Good morning, everyone. While we're waiting for others to get in and get settled, now's a good time to grab anything you need to get comfortable. Maybe it's a glass of water or a hot cup of tea or coffee. Also, if you have items at home you'd like to smudge, it's a good time to grab those items as we begin to ignite the healing within. If you don't have smudge at home, that's okay, relatives. I'll send some cleansing, healing, and positive energy your way. It's a new day. It's a new week. Another sunrise and another sunset. It's another phase of the moon. This is our opportunity to reflect on how we feel and what we need to move forward on our wellness and self-care path. Oh, I need a good smudge this morning. Aloha, kakahiaka. Hello and good morning. My name is Malia and I'm a community healer at the HIR Wellness Institute. We are a nonprofit organization that focuses on the mental health and wellness of our relatives of Turtle Island, as well as other Indigenous and underserved communities, and also victims of crime. You can join us here every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., where we will always breathe, stretch, explore ways of integrating self-care and wellness into our daily lives, and we will always honor our cultural traditions, our ancestry, our strength, and our resilience. So thank you so much for joining us this morning, relatives. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our HIR Wellness Institute team member who is here with us today. We have Barbara Blackdeer McKenzie. Good morning, Barbara. How are you doing? Not only is she a beautiful Ho-Chunk woman, but also one of our community healers and our advocacy directors. How are you doing today, Barbara? Checking in with you. Barbara, like myself, we're here to support you relatives in this circle of care in which we are practicing community-activated medicine. Community-activated medicine means that the people are the medicine. And right here, right now together, we're able to lean into each other for support. We're able to hold space for others. We're here to reflect on what it is we need and how it is that we're feeling. Also with us, one of our team members, we have Claudia Meyer-Smith. She is our occupational therapist. So relatives, know that you have a whole team of team members to support you. We're here for you. This is a safe space for you to comment and for us to have conversations. Judgment-free, stigma-free. Good morning, Jesse. How you doing? And with that, to all of our relatives out there, I do want to say good morning to you. We're so happy that you're here to join us today as we reflect on how it is we're feeling and what it is that we need to move forward on our wellness path today. I want you to know, come as you are. Clearly I do on days my hair is still wet. I haven't combed it yet. I'm going to actually just dry it down a little bit. I happen to have a paper towel right next to me, so left my towel in the bathroom, but anyways, I digress. Come as you are, relatives. Take this moment for yourself. And with that, let's start with a check-in. How are you doing this morning? Feel free to share in the comment section. We can reflect on it. We can talk about it. We can all support. How you doing today, relatives? It is looking like another beautiful sunny day outside. I don't know if it's warm, but it definitely looks bright and sunny. Feel free to type in the comment box and we can talk about it. Now, if you're reflecting on how you're feeling and you're having trouble putting your finger on it, or you're not even quite sure exactly what it is that you're feeling this morning, let's take a moment to do a body scan. Because a lot of the times, if we're having trouble understanding what it is we're feeling and what it is that we need, all we have to do is take a moment to scan the body, paying attention to areas where you might be feeling maybe tension or anxiety. It might feel like stress, or it might feel like physical pain. It might feel like stress or tightness in the body. So let's take a moment to scan. You can close your eyes if you want, but you don't have to. And we're just going to scan from head to toe, taking a deep breath, starting at the forehead and the top of the head, to our temples, working our way down to our jaw and our neck and shoulders. Are there areas there that feel tight or uncomfortable? Maybe you're even feeling physical pain. Scanning down to the chest and the tummy. Maybe your tummy feels full and you had a good breakfast, or maybe it's empty. Maybe you might even be feeling some indigestion, or maybe it feels totally neutral. We're going to scan on down to our hips and our legs, our knees. How are they feeling? To be honest, my knees are always kind of hurting a little bit. We're going to go ahead and scan down to our calves and our ankles, our heels and our arches of our feet, and our toes. We'll work our way back up to our upper and lower back, then our shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms, and fingertips. And finally, let's go ahead and scan the heart. Are there feelings or emotions that are lying heavy there? Or does your heart feel full with love? Or maybe it feels light and free? And finally, we're going to go ahead and scan our thoughts. Are there feelings or past events or things that you've been anticipating that make you excited or happy or maybe nervous and anxious or sad or afraid? And once you're done with the body scan, relatives, please do feel free to comment on how you're feeling and we can reflect on it. But you don't have to comment. The most important thing is that you take that moment for yourself to understand. Because once we know what we're feeling, then we can understand how we're going to move forward. Jessie says, good morning, family and friends. Good morning, Jessie. We're so happy you're here with us, and thank you so much for sharing your beautiful language. Jessie, I am going to save you. I'm going to give you the dignity and not try and pronounce your beautiful language. But thank you so much. Always speak your native tongue. If you want to hear relatives, we'll always honor that. And I will always honor it by not attempting to speak it. But thank you so much, Jessie. He says, good morning, family and friends. And we're so happy you're here with us. Barbara says, I'm doing all right. Getting into the swing of the week. I noticed it's International Women's Day. So happy International Women's Day. Thank you so much, Barbara. Please do feel free to comment on anything about Women's Day. And relatives out there, if you want to honor who you are, whether you are a woman, that's awesome. Whether you are a man, that is awesome. However you identify, we can honor you. So go ahead and let's do a shout out. Jessie says today that back and neck are a bit sore. Feeling good about beginning the work week. All right, Jessie, love it that you are feeling good about the work week. And as far as your back and neck, let's go ahead and do a little bit of stretching today to make sure that we're kind of just, doing some movement to try and work some of that out. Thanks, Jessie, for sharing. Roberta says good morning. Good morning, Roberta. Indigo says good morning, everyone. Hi, Indigo. Gwen says good morning. Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here with us. Okay, for a check-in. Check-in. This weekend, for my other job, I worked 40 hours. Maybe slightly more. It was very, very stressful. It was extremely stressful. I've had one of the most stressful weekends I've had in a really long time. That being said, I know that it's important today that I breathe a lot, that I stretch a lot, and that I take time to take it slow. I think I got a good night's sleep last night, which was really, really helpful. But I did have some of those thoughts last night where my head was just spinning and spinning. It was a tough weekend. I'm so glad to be here with your relatives so that we can all reflect. Sometimes we just need to lean into each other. And that's the beauty of community-activated medicine. When you're going through things that are difficult, you don't have to do it alone. And not only can we lean into our relatives, people, the community, but we can also lean into our other relatives, our animal relatives, and our pets. We can go outside for a walk and connect to our plant relatives, and the earth, and the air, and the water. Indigo says, I'm attending a cool conference for Women's Day in a few hours. Slept well and looking forward to it. Glad to be up early. Indigo, this is awesome. I'd love to hear about the women's conference tomorrow if you check in. Good for you. So glad to hear it. Go women. Kristen, good morning, Kristen. So happy you're here with us. Kristen says, been on a good morning routine of self-love, feeling good and hopeful. I love to hear it, Kristen. So happy for you. Glad you're here with us. Roberta says, used the breathing exercises again in a time where I'd say things hurtful. Thank you. I'm learning. This is very helpful. I feel some power today. Kristen, that's beautiful. Sounds like you're making some really, really good strides in your wellness journey, in your path, and in your healing. I know that it's not always easy. Heck, it's usually not easy. And that's beautiful what you're doing. Thank you for allowing yourself to be vulnerable and for sharing that. I appreciate you. Indigo says, 40 hours in a weekend. Wow, I hope you have a restoring week this week, Malia. I don't know, Indigo. Me too. But thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, relatives, I want to take a moment this morning to practice some actions of self-love and some kind words. So, in the spirit of Women's Day, and relatives, you don't have to be a woman. You can identify however you do. I'm asking you to write something in the comment section or say it out loud or write it down or just think it. Something that you love about yourself. Something that you're proud of. Maybe it's an accomplishment or maybe it's a goal that you've achieved. Maybe it's something about being a good parent. Maybe it's something about that's physically beautiful about you. Maybe it's just something that's inherent in you. Maybe it's overcoming a difficulty. I want to ask you right now, relatives, let's take a moment to honor who we are and allow yourself to think it, say it, speak it, type it in the comment section, and we can reflect. Today, I do truly understand resilience, and I am so proud of myself for being a resilient person. And take the opportunity to, relatives, if you want to say something, speak something positive. And for the relatives out there, for our relatives out there who may be struggling, maybe you're struggling with that ability to find something to say or to feel or to think or to truly believe it. I know sometimes it can be hard to praise and honor ourselves, but it gets easier. It's not too late to start. And again, today I'm honoring my resilience because I survived this weekend. This week, this month is not getting too much easier, but I'm resilient. And I know that I have my ancestors at my back. All I have to do is call on them for guidance and for support. So while you're taking a moment to type in or just reflect on what it is, something that you honor or love about yourself. My elixir this morning, straight up water, filtered water. That's just what I needed this morning. Okay, here's another thing I love about myself, just to get the ball rolling here, relatives. I love how not only resilient I am, but I love how fearless I am when I chase my dreams. I know a lot of the times when I remember talking to a lot of my colleagues in my hula ohana, my hula family for my other job, and I would tell them what I wanted to do. And I remember them being like, "She wants to do what? What? And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to do that." And they're like, "Okay, you go do that." And I did. Sometimes I'm fearless. I love that. It takes a lot of courage sometimes to do things that people think that you can't do or accomplish things that no one thinks is realistic. But I'll go there. I will go there. And I love that. I love that. It really, really takes some courage to do that. All right, let's go back to the comments. Gwen says, I've been working out for 3 years and last May started eating better. Between them both, I have lost 107 pounds and feel really good. I am proud of myself. Gwen, I'm so proud of you too. You are amazing, Gwen. I love that, and thank you so much for sharing. Gwen, if you want to give any input or words of encouragement to people out there who are trying to continue on in their wellness path through getting healthier, exercise, and eating right, or maybe losing some extra weight, feel free to comment, Gwen. So happy for you and so proud of you. You're inspiring me this morning. Kristen says, I am compassionate and kind even in my most difficult times. Kristen, you are beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And thank you for sharing. Relatives, you ever see that meme about we don't need more achievers, we need more healers and compassion and compassionate people, empathetic people, kind people. I think it's so true. Thank you, Kristen, for sharing. Barbara says, congratulations, Gwen. You've been working hard and it shows. Keep up the great work. Jessie says, I've learned to take time for myself, honor my needs and wants, and not feel guilty for doing self-care. Jessie, thank you for your share. You are beautiful and amazing, and that's hard to do, isn't it, relatives? It's hard to take the time and be like, nah, this is what I need. because we do have that guilt kind of built into us, you know? And Jesse, I'm so glad that you're taking the time, because I know that you take the time to serve those in need around you. So that is wonderful news. Indigo says, I love that I've taken very good care of myself and the people in my family through this pandemic, and that everyone is well. I also have helped care for a young single mother with a group of friends over the last year, and I'm proud that I thought to do that and organized it. We've made a real difference in her life, and I love that I'm someone who thinks to do that. That is so beautiful, Indigo. That's community activated medicine. You're amazing. Barbara says, Kristen, yes, you are. Thank you for all you do. Jesse says, Barbara says, Jesse, way to go. Learning to take time for yourself and not feel guilty. That's amazing. Yeah, the guilt part is really hard, right, relatives? I will agree. Roberta says, this year I focus on jingle dress dancing and the Mama Aki. Oh, Roberta, I hope I said that right. Earth. Helping to protect her and people. Ooh, Roberta, I love it. You gave me the chills. Beautiful. Culture is medicine. Ancestral healing. Loving Mother Earth. Barbara says, Indigo, way to go. You're practicing community activated medicine. I bet that family really appreciates all you are doing for and with them. I bet they'll never, ever forget. We remember those moments of kindness. Barbara says, Roberta, wow, thank you so much for your care, compassion, healing, and healing others with both the earth and advocacy, or the dance and advocacy for Mother Earth. Gwen says, I never gave up, even though I wasn't always eating well, or I wouldn't skip gym sometimes. I needed to take care of other things in my life, including taking care of my mental health. That was really, really important. Self-care, consistency, and being open and loving to others, and especially myself. You are truly an inspiration, Gwen. So much. And with that, relatives, let's go into deep breathing. Real quick though, one of my self-care this weekend, licorice. I know sugar, blah blah, we're not supposed to have sugar. But this weekend, I didn't know how I was going to get through it. So I got my favorite licorice. It smells so good. Yes, relatives, sometimes self-care can be candy or ice cream. Not all the time. But if you do it without guilt, it's not necessarily always the best thing. Depends on your health and, all that kind of stuff. Not saying self-care is me eating licorice 7 days a week. But this weekend, things were heavy. So I knew I took the moment and I enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and do some deep breathing today. While we deep breathe, I want you to keep in mind one of those beautiful thoughts that you had about what you think is amazing about you, what you appreciate or honor about yourself. You can sit, lay, or recline however you like. I'm just at my dining table, sitting in a chair, my feet are flat on the floor, my hands are gently in my lap. You can close your eyes if you like. Deep inhale. And exhale. In through the nose, focusing on that loving thought, that honoring thought about yourself, the gratitude and appreciation of who you are and what you've accomplished. Deep inhale, breathing in, expanding the belly. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. As we continue to breathe, let's go ahead and stretch now. I'm going to roll the shoulders, but you can stretch however you like, relatives. I have a lot of tension here in the shoulders today, so I'm going to roll these. Listen to your body. You know what you need most. Deep inhale, arms out. And exhale, one arm across. Rolling your wrist. Yawn if you need to. Let it out, relatives. Deep inhale. Other arm across. Rolling out the wrist. Deep inhale. Bringing the arm gently out in front of you, pushing down on the fingertips, stretching the wrist and forearm. If you don't like that, roll the wrist here or choose another stretch. Always listen to what you need, relatives. You know better than I do. I can feel my body. I know what my body needs. Allow yourself to do what feels right. Deep inhale, clasping the fingers, palms out and up towards the ceiling, and gently bending from side to center. Oh, that feels good. You might feel little bits of, like the stretch might feel good, but you might hear a little crackle or a little bit of snap. That's okay as long as it feels okay. Pushing down on the opposite elbow. Deep inhale. Exhale. Other side. Deep inhale. Let's do a next stretch from side to center, nice and gentle. And then let's go ahead, double tap our ear towards our shoulder. Then rolling the chin from shoulder to shoulder. And then gently looking down towards our lap. And up towards the ceiling. Down towards the lap. And up towards the ceiling. Stretching the neck here. Deep inhale. How'd that feel, relatives? Take a moment. My cats are crazy. They're running around like gremlins. I don't know if you can hear them. Barbara says if you can't think of how you have honored yourself, here are some affirmations for you. I am unique. I belong. I am beautiful. I am loved. I matter. I am enough. Before we go, relatives, I'm going to leave you with the 2 chants that I love to do most. These are for you. We're going to do the sunrise chant. Because it's a Monday, it's a new day, it's a new week. The sun rises in the east, it is a new beginning. It is our reminder every day that we can start again. And from the heavens and the highest heavens and the oceans and the deepest oceans, therein arise the sun and awaken. And for those of our relatives out there today who need guidance for our ancestors, do you have questions unanswered? A path that you're not certain on how to walk? Are you feeling that you need to lean into your ancestors for support, for spiritual guidance, for unanswered questions? And what I'll say is, ancestors from the sunrise to the sunset, ancestors from the zenith to the horizon, ancestors who stand behind us, ancestors who stand before us, ancestors who stand beside us in the heavens. May you answer us. May you give us guidance through the whisper that comes from the heavens, or from the reverberating in the sky, or the movement. Ancestors, we ask that you take care of us all. Take care of our relatives. Take care of Turtle Island. Take care of all nations. And ancestors, we ask that you take care of us all. And in this, may the heavens grow and may the earth grow. May Turtle Island grow. We'll ask our ancestors for the insight, for strength, for intelligence. We'll ask for guidance with righteousness. We'll ask for intuition, and we'll ask for energy. When I do these chants, relatives, feel free to open your heart. Feel free to take deep breaths. Allow yourself to be open. Allow yourself to bring in what it is that you may need. Ask those questions that you don't know the answer for and you need guidance for. Na omakua a kalahiki a kalako. Mai ka hoku I a kahalawai. Na omakua ya kahina kua. Ya kahina alo. Ya ka akau I kalani. O kiha I kalani. O vei I kalani. Nulu I kalani. Ka holo I kalani. Ia ka pula pula a o ko. O relatives. E malama o ko ia mako. E ulu I kalani. E ulu I ka honua. E ulu I ka pai aina o Turtle Island o United States. E homai ka ike. E homai ka ikaika. E homai ki akamai. E homai ka maupopopono. E homai ka ike papalua. E homai ka mana. E ala e ka lahe ka iki na I ka moana ho honu pi I ka leva nu e ka lahe ka iki na aia I ka la e ala e. Before we go, to our relatives out there who may need some extra support, you can always call our Cares Warn line. It's open every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. And even though it is not a crisis line, within 24 hours of your call or text, you'll be connected to one of our Cares Warm counselors. You can talk about what's on your mind. You can talk about your worries or anxieties. Or maybe you're not even sure what it is you're feeling, but you know you need to talk it through. And not only can we provide you with emotional support, stigma-free, judgment-free, but we can also provide you with resources that may be helpful for you. Resources in advocacy, resources in seeking shelter, or safety planning, and the list goes on. You're not alone, relatives. Mahalo nui loa, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Malama ponui kokino, take good, righteous care of your mind, your body, your heart, and your spirit. Aloha nui. Huge love to you all out there, relatives. You are loved. You deserve love. And you are love. Before we go, there's a community survey linked to this video. It is completely anonymous. It takes just a few moments to complete. Please, relatives, take this survey because this is how we're able to keep our services completely free. Truly, the survey is a huge part of that. So please take this survey. Not only does it help us to keep our services free, and we'll never ask for an insurance card, it doesn't matter if you have one to us, but it also helps us understand how best to serve you and what your needs are. So take that survey, please, relatives. We appreciate it. I see you, Cassie. Aloha, Cassie. Jessie says, take good care of yourselves today, relatives. So much love to you all out there. Have a beautiful day and a great week. May it be full of moments of healing, wellness, self-care, love, joy, and laughter. Ahui ho'aku no. Hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. And aloha.